do not want you writing about COVID. Do not write about COVID at all. The admission office would literally turn you down. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be telling you guys how I got into Pepperdine, Point Loma, and all the schools I applied for and waitlisted for Harvard. So I'm going to show you guys my tips and tricks on getting you guys into your dream school. Let's get on to the video. I am going to show you guys my statistics on like how I got in, what I did to get in, and maybe you guys can like follow along, I guess. I don't know, just like keep watching. So the schools I got into are Pepperdine, Point Loma, ASU, and Penn State. And I got waitlisted, sadly, from Harvard. But, I mean, waitlist is better than getting rejected. Like, I got rejected, though, but I got waitlisted. So, yeah. I got over 7 teacher recommendations. I got 5 from high school, counting my counselor, 5. And then I got 1 from my middle school teacher. And then 1 from... I forgot, but I got 1, I think, from my employer. But get recommendations. I got recommendations of people who know me really well. Like, they watched me grow from freshman year to high school, from middle school to high school. They like know me well. I tutored a lot of kids, both middle school, high school, and elementary school. I was in so many clubs, such as UNICEF Honors Society, Science Honors Society, leadership, and many more. I was involved, you could say, in high school. I was really involved, a really outgoing student, and yeah. I did community service. My community service consisted of cleaning up the school, helping out with community events, like there's a crab feed that goes on, and yeah. I was in sports. I was both in swim and soccer. Swim in the spring, soccer in the winter. I wasn't in soccer for long, only like a year, I think, or 2 years, and then swimming for 3 years. And then I worked part-time. I worked as like a babysitter, like once a month type thing, and then I worked for Chick-fil-A part-time. I was in AP Chem and Honor Anatomy. I did not take the SAT, so I did not know what my score would be, but my PSAT was like a 960, so I did not take the SAT because I know I would have not done good. And I don't think schools are requiring SAT right now. For me, they didn't. And yeah, and my overall GPA was a 3.97. And that ranked me, I was like number 34, I guess. Something like that out of 400. I was 1, but then I got 1B. So all my grades were A's and 1B. Yeah, sad. But anyways, it's totally fine. I'm in college right now. I committed to Point Loma Nazarene University. And yeah. So now I'm going to give you guys some advice on which I followed and which I wish I did back in high school. Okay, so to begin, I just scratched myself. Okay, to begin, I write a good essay. Colleges do not want you writing about COVID. Do not write about COVID at all. The admission office would literally turn you down. I feel like COVID affected everyone and it's not like a personal type essay. I recommend to write about a story that affected you personally. And yeah, make sure you research the school and find some like key details about the school that like not a lot of people know and put that in your essay, because that will get you a long way. So recommendation, research the school. Take time on your applications. It took me around 6 months to do my application. Not long like I thought it would take. It was short, for me. It's just because I procrastinated a lot. But I had a lot of people reread my essays and go over my application, which was perfecto. Next thing is, I think essays like number 1 up here, and then it just falls down. So the next thing is extracurriculars. Do a lot of extracurriculars. If your GPA is not the greatest, that it does not matter. Just make sure you're like doing stuff. Keep yourself busy. Don't stay home. So like just make sure you're like doing this and this. Because I know people who got like a higher GPA than me that got rejected to schools that I applied for, because that I got accepted for, because they didn't have extracurriculars. Colleges, I feel like colleges don't really care much about your GPA. Just make sure it's not really low. They care about the things you do and how you have an impact on others. So I recommend y'all do that for sure. If you want to take the SAT, I don't think it's gonna do a difference right now because they're not accepting it. So they won't like turn you down or like prioritize your application if you did the SAT. So I don't know how to study for the SAT. I did not study for it. I didn't even do it. So yeah. Make sure to get, I'm not telling you go get a job. Just make sure you do your extracurriculars, do your sports, do your other things. If you don't like sports, that's totally fine. Go, I don't know, just go find something. Go find a club, maybe like computer club or UNICEF. Just go find something to do community service hours, do a lot of things. Your teacher recommendations, make sure it's teachers you've known for a long time, like they've watched you grow from young to adulthood, basically. I don't know, from freshman year to senior year. Don't choose a teacher who just taught you. They're not gonna know a lot about you, but if you really want and you don't have a lot of choices and you really need to choose that person, make sure to fill out a form and like talk about yourself in that form so they know what to write about, because they're probably not gonna know you that well. But like make sure to give them like an essay beforehand so they read it and they're like, oh, I know this person, blah 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 blah, blah. And they'll write about you. Yeah, I think that's it. That's literally it. Make yourself busy. Make sure your essays are good. Research the school, and yeah, for your essays, make sure it's not like formal and like, well, like boring. Make sure it's like funny. For my essays, they were really funny. Not really funny, but they made them laugh, I think. Yeah, and if the schools come back to you and ask if you want to do an interview, make sure to say yes. Make sure to do as much as possible with the school. If they ask you to do something, always say yes. For my school, I was interviewed for 2 schools, Harvard and Point Loma. Point Loma was like optional, but I accepted the interview because I really wanted to get into the school. And I did the interview, and basically they're just gonna go over your application and you're just talking to them. I just be normal and don't be nervous, don't be shy. They're just doing what's best for you and making sure that you're a really good candidate or student for their school. But yeah, so those are the things that you'll need to get into a really good school. I believe in you, and if you guys need any kind of help, just my Instagram's right here. You can shoot me a DM and I'll be more than happy to help you. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see y'all in my next video. Bye!